This is the spoiler review. Thor: Love and Thunder. Let's go. Arguably, the worst MCU movie that comes from Taika Waititi is Thor: Love and Thunder. This movie is absolutely dog shit. Chris Hemsworth stinks up the joint with his delirious attempt at becoming a dad. Somehow, some way, he becomes daddy. There's some ridiculous shit in this movie, so I want to go ahead and start the spoiler festivities with some big issues that I had. So, someone please enlighten me on what the freak the kids were in this movie for? Yeah. Why is Gore the God Butcher stealing kids? What point did they have? Did they need youthful souls to open up the gates?
No.
Why did you steal kids?
They did.
Because Taika has an affinity of children? Like he did with Jojo Rabbit?
Yeah.
Why are kids in this movie?
Oh my god, they didn't even touch on that.
They didn't. They did
not.
They didn't touch on why Gore the God Butcher. Gore the God Butcher, who's a killer, who actually is trying to save his daughter's life by joining her, would steal children in the night and go into the shadows. His powers are trash.
Bro.
Yeah.
I thought it was because Thor was whooping his ass when we first seen him. And I was like, oh, Thor's whooping his ass and now he resorted to this? This is some bullshit. Because at the end, it's like, what the fuck, you having problems with him now? What the fuck?
Why did he steal kids? What's up with these creatures of branches that can just steal kids? And you took them to the Shadow Realm from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
These kids can breathe in the Shadow Realm in space and shit. Wherever they go, they can breathe. Any planet they go to, oh, don't worry, you can breathe.
Oh, yeah.
This nigga gave kids the power of Zeus' power.
Yeah.
He murders Zeus somehow, but he comes back to life in the end credits.
Yeah.
He overpowers Zeus, catches his thunderbolt, and throws it through his chest.
One of the greatest gods, yeah.
You're in the presence of the greatest gods of all time.
Yep.
And you with this trash bitch Valkyrie are talking about fighting here? You're going to fight here, where all the gods could just destroy you, but obviously not. Thor's more powerful than all these motherfuckers, apparently.
And that's the thing. None of the other gods intervene.
The power scaling is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I thought Thor was just OP all over the place. It's OP.
But he wasn't, though. Taika downgraded the gods so much. Like in the beginning with Gore the God Butcher. Oh, you guys are to worship us. And then the sword. All of us, you get powers because he says, oh, we're just happy because I killed that god killer over there. Oh, it's a random dead body. But please, we don't care about you. The sword just...
Yeah.
He grabs it and kills the guy. Now you're Gore the God Butcher. All right. Now you're Gore the God Butcher. What are you going to do? Steal some kids. Take them to the Shadow Realm. So I can get a secret weapon, or I guess that we didn't talk about.
I mean, yeah, and his whole purpose was to kill gods, but what are the kids for in order to kill those gods? I don't get it.
What gods did he kill?
Oh, yeah, that too. Oh, that's the change of heart at the end, though. I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
Gore the God Butcher. Besides the first god that he killed off the jump, what gods did he kill?
I don't know what god
that was.
That was
a behemoth or something he killed, and we did not see it though, so it don't count.
Yeah,
they showed collages of what they called gods on screen dead. Mm-hmm. That big monster dead, but it didn't show him killing any gods.
Right. It didn't show him killing any.
No, it didn't.
No action scene or anything.
So it was just vibe that you're this dangerous person.
I mean, they gave us a small glimpse of him attacking, I think.
No, nothing. But when we finally see him, all he does is run away into shadows and hide. Like that power set is so bad, bro. Like, what is that?
It's the dynamics of the it's all over the place.
Does he get his powers from eternity?
No.
Because the whole plot was like, oh, I need the Bifrost to open up the gates. Yeah. That was eternity on that wall.
That was eternity on the wall, but that's not giving him powers. The sword gave him the powers. It didn't
explain his plan.
Yeah. It didn't explain it, but it did say that the sword is like the sword acts like the ebony blade, which curses the user, and they have to kill.
And it has the power to kill gods.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So they could have used that opportunity with the gods of the gathering for him to come in and start slaying motherfuckers.
But they didn't. I
But
thought
they
that was
didn't.
going to
That's
happen.
how I thought
Crispy.
that was gonna happen.
Would have been a
yeah.
good action scene.
Hell yeah! Well, fuck yeah. That
Zeus
would've
is a
been
piece
pretty
of
good.
shit trash.
And then with
Russell
Thor and them
Crowe,
helping him
Zeus,
out.
my nigga.
Oh, yeah.
Zeus acting like an Italian. Oh,
That dress shit,
Bro,
that dress shit was crazy.
What was that?
Yeah, I have a
What was that accent that he had? Italian accent.
That accent was trash.
What is good? And a thunderbolt that is
A lot like an actual
an
object.
actual object?
And he,
Yeah.
Look what I can do. Look. And he says, we have to fight the gods. No. Because I'm safe here because Gore the God Butcher will come and kill me. I don't want him to come here and kill all of
Yeah,
us. We're
coward.
safe here.
That made him
He's
coward.
a coward.
That made him weak.
Well, that's what I believe because that's how mostly all the gods are.
but Zeus is the most revered of them all.
Zeus
I don't know why
ain't.
would they shit on
Zeus
him.
is
Supposed
about
to be.
them problems. Nigga, Zeus gets that. What?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No,
that's
bro.
Zeus.
The gods are cowards and scared like that? No.
Yeah, because
Zeus?
I think they mentioned. Didn't they
Too
mention?
much God of War, bro. Stop playing that shit.
Yeah, got plenty.
Didn't
God of
they,
War is the one.
Didn't they mention that people is not, giving them faith in, believing in them anymore?
That's what
they
makes
did
them
mention
weak.
them. The gods
I
are
don't
there for their
remember that,
people.
No, they didn't mention that.
They did. The gods are there for their people.
No, in the end credit scene, Zeus said that he's mad that people are worshiping superheroes more than gods.
Before all that, while I was talking, the gods are there for their people, and there's no more people for them to worship them.
No, Gore the God Butcher told that god that when he killed him. Like, I'm the last one. More people will replace you. And what's weird is that, by what you're saying, this movie proves it wrong, Flash, because Gore the God Butcher, before he became Christian Bale's character, was the last believer alive.
Okay.
And that god didn't lose any power. The gods are supposed to lose power with the less people that believe in them, right? That god wasn't weakened.
They still got more people believing around somewhere. What do you mean?
No,
There's
he
more
was-
people gonna be going
No,
around.
he was the last of his people that were believing in him, and he was not
of
weakened.
of Christian Bell's village. Yeah.
No. He says, my Lord, we're all that's left. There is no more.
Of
He
his
said-
village.
And then he said, I'll find other people to
Yeah.
believe in me. There were no more, my nigga.
Oh my.
And he wasn't weakened.
Go ahead.
So they're not even going by that. The less believers are less powerful. They're not even going by that shit, bro. This movie's trash.
Yeah, I feel
I mean,
like
the
they
movie's
didn't touch
trash.
up on that later on in the they just left it.
Yeah, they
Put
just
it to
left
the
it
side.
hanging to the side. Yeah,
That was
was
one of y'all
bad.
go ahead. I could bring up a million things.
Okay, I want to talk about Valkyrie. I really want
ahead.
to talk about her character. Her character is freaking garbage.
She's there to be
Garbage.
gay, bro.
She's there only for identity politics. That's what this whole film, what's all about, promoting the LGBTQ and pushing it in your face. I saw a lot of
Everybody's gay
same-sex couples. I saw a lot of them with
What's
this.
his
Gore.
name? What's the rock guy's
Gore.
name?
Gore.
Oh my
Whatever.
god.
Everybody's gay in this movie. except
Everybody's
for
gay except for
God.
Thor.
Thor and
Everybody is gay. It's a whole bunch of unnatural things happening.
And what pissed me off too. Oh, I'm sorry.
And that is a big problem. I'm like, so we about to promote Valkyrie's sexuality and not have a good story.
Gotta make sure you check those boxes.
And those
baby.
the characters, it was no character development up in this. It was absent, bro. It was all about people sexuality. That's what it was all about, bro. It was too many to count. It was obvious. It was in your face and stuff. Well, I like the same things you like, Thor. I'm like, what?
We're on
What's
the same
going
team.
on? Hey, but we on the same team.
Yeah.
And it kept on like
Hints.
putting it up in your face and
Yes.
hints and
Sure.
all that. I'm like, hey, but what's going on here? And we came to watch a movie,
Yeah.
not this stuff.
Like I'm king. Oh.
Yeah. That king. I'm a
King of Asgard, not Queen. King. She's a man, y'all. She's a man.
It just gotten worse, man. I detected a plot. I'm like, oh, I see what's going on here. I seen it, and like it sucks, man. How that films are like terrible. Films are terrible, and they only care about Representation. That's all they care
Why are
about.
the worst movies the ones that have the most woke representation in them?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that's true. That's true.
You ain't
Because
That's
they
lying.
have an
absolutely
agenda.
true.
It's just like a straight. That's all they see is that agenda. I
Yeah, they
feel
worry
like.
about that agenda, not their story.
Yeah.
No, nothing original or revered, or they try to rewrite something that's already established to suit their agenda.
Why can't you make a Winter Soldier movie that's woke? You know what I mean? A good Marvel movie that's full of wokeness. Because even Eternals, who had a gay character in it, wasn't a woke movie. That's a story about humanity. It's so
Yeah.
believable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But this.
So you didn't like Valkyrie. I didn't like Valkyrie either. She was there just to be gay. She was there to let the world know I'm represented. I'm rainbow.
Yeah.
Who else want to get their cooch licked? There's gay guys in here. Taika put the gayness everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere.
He was flexing it. I feel like Valkyrie shouldn't have been in this movie. She had no purpose in this movie at all. She really did not. Outside of the fact of her being gay, we know that's why she's in this movie, to check that box that Victoria Alonso, who's trash by the way, wants to be checked. You know, the MCU is female, the Force is female, Marvel, Disney, female, LGBT, black, white, black Mexican, woke shit. And I don't really care for it. I get mad when it's forced down my throat and then put and delivered to me by movies like this. Like, I would very much eat your wokeness on a movie that has quality, like, you know, Shang-Chi, The Dark Knight, Eternals. Feed me your wokeness with that. I'll take that wokeness. But don't give it to me on a trash, nasty palette of Thor, Love and Thunder. It's a stupid title for a stupid movie.
Yeah, that title.
It's a very stupid title for it. And why is it called Thor, Love and Thunder? Let's skip there. Because the girl's name is Love. She's love of the love, and he represents the thunder. The little girl
I didn't even catch
that Gore the God Butcher
Gore.
wanted to save,
His daughter.
his daughter, automatically says, you know, guy that I've been fighting this whole movie, can you take care of my daughter?
Yeah, that was dumb. That was
Hey,
very dumb.
I'm about to die, and I don't know why. I'm gonna die because you broke the sword. And because you broke the sword, it instantly means I die. So since I'm slowly dying, even though I put my hand up to eternity, and what the frick was that? Him putting his hand up to eternity, oh, the girl is eternity. That's who she is. When she walked out, she was walking out with the eternity skin.
We saw the reflection here.
Yeah.
His daughter is eternity. A powerful god of the Marvel Universe.
Right. Like she used those laser eye beams with the pen and shit like that.
Yeah, bro.
Oh
I
my
thought that
God.
she died and they brought her back. That was
She
stupid.
died.
Yeah, but why would you?
But why is she
resurrect her?
eternity?
I don't understand.
How is she
Hey,
eternity?
Taika Waititi,
How'd she come
man.
back to life?
We don't know his
Why
wish.
did she come back to
a
life?
lot of
Yeah, well,
confusion.
Why is she eternity?
Well,
Things are not.
He puts
get
his
thoroughly
hand up, she
explained.
comes back, and he says, by the way,
Yeah.
my mortal enemy that I've been trying to kill, can you look after my daughter for me while I die? And the little girl looks up and smiles. Be my Danny. And this nigga takes care of her, making
I would.
flapjacks
I mean,
and shit.
I understand she's a little girl, but I would be mad. Like, Dad, like you brought me back to life just so that you can die. Like,
That's wild. That's stupid. What
would you do
resolution
that?
is you there?
You
The
should've
whole
just
point
wished for
was for
something
them to
else.
be together.
yeah,
Be together in death,
Yeah.
then apart in life.
you should have just wished for something else. Like, or for all the gods to be gone. That's what I thought he was.
That
doing.
when
but
when,
you gotta change your heart.
Valkyrie
Because
when
of Thor,
Valkyrie
he said love.
he just
What the freak going on, man? That was bad. It was just bad.
To
man.
me, I feel like the Guardians was way better than a lot of stuff in this movie. I love seeing the Guardians of the Galaxy.
It was nice to see them, but they were useless as well.
Yeah,
they were
was
just
not
there.
needed.
That's what I'm saying. They were just there.
Yeah, they were just there.
for a lot of the movie.
We have two goats in this movie that have no purpose being here.
Just to yell, just to
to
be
yell.
annoying.
Yeah,
Oh my
to be
God.
annoying. Shout out to the goats for being trash.
That mess was
They got their
annoying.
own promotional posters because Taika wants you to know that the goats are a thing. No, nigga, you're trash. Taika, you suck.
They got their
Hey,
posters.
and the thing is that Taka, man, he about to do his own Star Wars film, bro.
That Star
I'm
Wars film
scared.
is about to be garbage.
He don't know Star Wars. It's gonna be a bunch of jokes and laugh like episode 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi series, but with the guy he had the Force and
the dude
he was the
who played in
pretender
Eternals.
of the Force, and he was like,
What's his
it's about to be
name?
just like that Star Wars film. It's gonna be full of jokes. no serious freaking moments or none of that shit.
Did you know that he didn't know that Natalie Portman was in the prequels?
I knew that. Yes, that's crazy. I knew
Oh
that.
yeah, I heard he forgot about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard he forgot about
How
that.
did
he
you not
asked
know Natalie Portman was in the prequels? Because you're not a Star Wars fan, mate.
No, he's not.
Not
He's
a Star
not.
Wars fan, are you?
He's not.
But Kathleen Kennedy give you a Star Wars movie? All right, mate. Well on.
That's
funny.
crazy, man. I just talk about, man. If the story isn't written, bro, he's terrible. He is god awful. This movie is not worth the freaking money. Wait 2 months. Watch it on Disney Plus. It is not worth any of your money. But Phase 4 is looking pretty shaky.
Hell, don't even watch it on Disney
It's
Plus.
looking
Wait
pretty shaky
wait
right
like
now
a
at
year or
this-
two.
The
maybe
beginning
more.
of this movie, like I said with Gore, was actually the best scene to me. It's showing him loving his daughter, people dying, all the graves that was around him, showing his village and everything. He's sad. He's there alone by himself, and then you hear the sword. You hear a whisper, and he goes towards the whisper, and then now he sees the God that he worships. And then that's when he gets tricked and about to get strangled by the God, and then the real whisper was from that sword that was talking to him, and they granted him that power because he get revenge. That was the best part of the movie for me.
I think it was too. I like to agree with that.
I disagree. The best part of the movie was when Thor told Jane that he loved her, and they had that moment in the hospital, and they shared that intimate
That was very
dialogue.
human,
And it was very romantic, humane, and it brought some levity to the Thor franchise. Witnessing, and then she says, "Go fight for me." And he says, "I'll be back. I'm gonna go break this guy's legs." She said, "Do it for me. Go. You better come back." Loved it.
And he's like, break 2 of them.
Loved it. That was my favorite part of the movie. What about
And
you?
they should have.
Hold on, let Chris begin. Go ahead.
go
What's
ahead,
your favorite part of the
Well,
movie?
yeah, like
I
said,
love Thor's costume, by the way, too. Thor's costume was dope.
It is that shit.
Yeah,
pretty
she
damn
was
tight.
colorful and beautiful.
For me, it was It was just seeing the Guardians.
Gotcha.
For me, yeah.
That's tough. That's so sad.
yeah.
That is. That's
Go ahead,
deep.
X.
Those kids, Thor, he needed help. The almighty Thor, he needed help.
Fuck.
He had enchanted their weapons and granted these kids powers to help him battle. I said, whoa, well, hey, but why are you asking children for help? What's going on here? Yeah, but this is your problem. You are supposed to be the hero and share this alone. But he didn't, man. He had kids fighting. It just got real silly. And,
With them fighting with stuff.
fighting with stuff. It just gotten out of hand, out of control. It didn't have any structure. They had kids fighting. Like, what? And you guys are not ordinary kids. You guys are Asgardians. Like, nah, bro. They kids still. And they're not fully developed. Why are you guiding them out there fighting and they're not even trained?
Yeah.
Or not even semi-trained? I was like, okay, cool. I see what's going on here. Trash. I saw that shit. That was a bad third act. Terrible third act.
That third act was disgusting.
You cannot take that back. He thought, who approved of this shit? Who approved?
But you know what
Man.
else I like though? Whenever the kids were in whatever that creature mouth was, I don't know what the hell they were in. Like whenever
cage.
The cage.
yeah,
Cage.
whatever cage. Whenever he brought out that little creature, and then he was like, you know what he likes? Getting his neck snapped, and he snapped the thing's neck.
I thought that was
think
cool.
pretty
I thought that was
tight.
cool.
And
I thought
then
Yeah, that was
like,
good.
It was dark. It was
And then he
dark.
looked at it. He was like,
Yeah.
"Well, he did."
he did.
I thought that was cool. And I thought that they was about to bring back Jane. And they should have gave her her own freaking franchise.
She
And
should
the
have
Mighty
the
Thor.
franchise, yeah.
And they should have gave it to her. And they should have kept her alive.
A lot of people are celebrating that a woman's not taking over, but for this case, I encourage it.
I would accept that. Yeah.
I encourage Jane taking
Yeah,
over.
I think that Jane, they could
She can't take over. Why? Because she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer,
Yeah.
and I hate this movie. They didn't even say what she got it from. Why couldn't you connect that to the ether? It didn't even say why she got cancer.
Yeah, not at all.
It didn't.
You could have said the ether is what she was the vessel for. The ether is the ether that made her sick. tying it into Thor Dark World. Taika, you're trash. Your script is trash. Your direction is trash. You're garbage. You're
Direction is trash.
incompetent with the camera, and you're sauce with the pen. You ain't no good, my nigga. I really hate this movie because Jane was and a lot of it had to do with Natalie Portman's amazing acting skills. Because every time she was on the screen, I loved it. Because she sold the scene, she sold the emotion. When she was sick in the hospital bed, she sold the emotion. When she was fighting and she was transforming back into a human, she sold the emotion. She got down there and got down with Gore the God Butcher. Yep. She said, I'm going to show you why I'm Thor. She did her shit. She was really brave and courageous, and her action scenes were pretty nice, man. She complimented Thor. In some scenes, usurped him. But it was nice to see them both working together and fighting in the last action sequence. But even understanding to see them together, it was a mediocre action sequence. It wasn't really impressive.
Facts.
It wasn't an impressive action sequence. Why is it that Stormbringer was the key to opening up the Bifrost, to unleashing Eternity into this water world where Eternity's just sitting there in a
How could you put the resolution of that fight too with Zeus's Thunderbolt? He should have just used Stormbreaker for, I don't know, like it should have ended with that, but then it ended with Zeus with him.
How could you steal Zeus's Thunderbolt in the first place?
That too, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy things going on.
And then have its power. He granted children the power of Thor. That's an Odin thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, and them with them, like you said, sexualizing men, how they flick.
Oh yeah.
No, don't flick me.
It's crazy how that up in this film, man. Thor is being sexualized, but these girls up in the film are very masculine, and they are not being sexualized. Yeah, but Thor, and y'all want his clothes on or off, and the girl was like, "Aw," just disappointed. See, how come that I can't sexualize these fucking females out here, but females can sexualize us men? That's bullshit, bro. That's a double standard. I don't like that shit, bro. That's bullshit.
A lot of double standards that favor women out here, bro.
Yeah, but Takakiti, whatever, you're trash, bro. You're a freaking garbage, bro. You're
a beta male simp.
A terrible writer. You're a terrible writer. You're a terrible writer. That's a fact. You're a terrible writer.
This is one of the worst Marvel movies, dog.
It's up there.
Like, there's so much trash that it's hard to even just... Like, this script is bad. This story is bad. The third act is bad. The acting is okay because of Jane Foster. Valkyrie's useless. Korg has nothing. Meeks is nothing but drawing on a board. He draws on a board one scene. He's not even in the freaking movie. Zeus is a fat, nasty, dancing gay prick.
Yeah.
Who's a terrible bitch. The gods suck. Thor's trash. Gore the God Butcher's useless. Christian Bale's wasted. Eternity's in this movie. She's a girl. He's making her pancakes, and he's going out to war with her in end credit scenes. Jane goes to Valhalla and meets Heimdall. So we're gonna see we're looking at the perspective of Valhalla now. Freak it. Let's get a Valhalla movie. Freak Earth. Freak the living. Make a Valhalla motherfucking movie, bro.
Tying into the MCU.
They should have had my girl more in this movie, Darcy, man. I wanted her more in this movie, bro.
Darcy barely in this movie.
It's a mess.
For one scene, right?
Yeah.
This is the beginning.
Yeah, when she was sitting.
And she gets the Thor power, and she's looking up. Oh, it gives you good health, imbues your body. Then she gets the Thor power, and it degenerates her, has the opposite effect. She's still dying of cancer.
Yeah.
You know all these
supposed to
superpowered
suppress
human
it.
beings. Jane, you know Thor, and Thor knows the Avengers,
All right, man, yeah.
including Doctor Strange. And you can't get this nigga Thor to take you to Doctor Strange to give you an enchantment spell that cures you?
Or even have Peter and Iron Man to cure them, man.
Hey, you can't holler at Peter Parker and have him come up with a cure for you on the spot. They did it for Lizard, Sandman, Electro. They did it for everybody, nigga.
God.
Get Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield to make a trifecta cure, nigga.
God. They did.
But you gonna let Jane die in this motherfucker, bro.
They
You're
sure
Thor,
did.
god of everything. You know the Avengers,
All you had to
and
do
you
was
can't
ask.
cure her from cancer?
All you had to do
She
was
even asked, Thor, you know somebody that can save me?
That's, yeah,
Hey,
that's a good
then we
point.
got to say the end. The end of the movie.
There gotta be a
That's
god out there that can heal her, right? But no.
Is
They
Zeus,
gotta weaken him.
is Zeus right there? Hey, Zeus, can you cure me, motherfucker? With all your divine power?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Athena?
But he
something, I
can't,
don't know.
because Zeus is afraid of the God Butcher, that sword.
Gaia?
Zeus is afraid of a sword. We're safe here. Let's stay here and have an orgy together.
Cowards, I tell you. Cowards. Yeah, man, this was a bad script.
It's
hate-
offensive to me.
Yeah, they only shit
40X is popping, by the way.
Yeah,
y'all. I
that
really enjoyed
40X.
the 40X.
Yeah, 40X.
That 40X kept me up, bro.
Hey, bro, this movie trash, bro. Hey, Captain Marvel's better than this.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel it's still a movie. Like, this is just flexing ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel sucks. But this sucks more. This sucks worse.
And
The only thing I'm thinking about is Ant-Man and the Wasp. Is it worse than Ant-Man and the Wasp? That's my worst MCU movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta think about
I
that.
think it triumphs in worsening than where it's much more worse than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
You
in
think
my
this is
opinion.
worse than Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah, it's worse.
In my opinion.
And the
That's
thing
funny.
is that Taka, man, like, he really thought that he can bring back that old formula for Thor Ragnarok and inject it into this
Yes.
fourth installment.
What did
and
I
that
tell
it
you?
would work.
What did
He
I tell
thought
you
that
and
it
what
would
I
work.
told you?
He thought that it would, and it turned out it was a big old failure.
What movie did I blame for the beginning of the end?
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah,
It's when I was like, something's wrong. Overall, it's once they did Guardians of the Galaxy, that's when Marvel changed forever. Like, if we're gonna put the blame on one movie
You're right,
for why
yeah.
the Marvel universe
see.
is goofy and cheesy, full of comedy, Guardians of the Galaxy Part 1 is
yeah.
what changed the MCU forever. That one solo movie showed Kevin Feige that I can make movies about anything, and so long as people laugh, they'll come and they'll pay. And Guardians of the Galaxy is so responsible for that.
Right.
But Thor Ragnarok showed the whole world that you could be ridiculous, and just long as the comedy hit,
You get a
this
pass.
don't end. You get an ultimate pass. The Marvel formula, bro. I hold on to my F, bro. This is an F plus. I give the plus because of Jane Foster.
Wait,
The reason-
well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can
'Cause
talk about
that's-
more stuff.
That's another thing, though.
Yeah.
But like, considering it was funny, ironically, it wasn't funny.
This
The
wasn't
jokes,
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The comedic relief was just.
Like
it left
he was
me
talking
unrelieved.
to an axe. Stormbringer was jealous
Yeah.
of Mjolnir.
He poured beer on it and everything.
Time for your first beer.
Those my funniest parts, bro. Whenever he tried to call for Mjolnir and you see the axe slowly coming.
Oh, like you trying to.
That's why I give it a D plus, bro, because of that. That axe came out of nowhere, bro.
So has a life.
Yeah, that was dumb. I didn't like that part either.
It's funny, but it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, talking to a weapon, that's crazy to me. Like, what are you doing? It's a battle weapon.
That battle
Why you
weapon used to have respect in Endgame and Infinity War. He had to go earn that hoe.
Yeah.
And Taika just completely disrespected the shit out of Stormbringer. Stormbringer doesn't mean shit. That thing was it was a real thing. Chop Thanos' head off. It don't mean shit.
And you
to
know what
Taika.
really don't made it more not shit? At the end when that little girl was carrying that big ass axe.
Yeah, that's what that shit
Yeah.
was dirty as hell, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was dirty.
You ain't lying. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That little girl is eternity. She can do it.
AKA,
She doesn't even need it.
AKA love, right? That's
AKA love.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna kick your ass, little girl.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I forgot what it's in there. There's more like high ranking of it's gluttony and love, lust and gluttony or some shit like that. That's on the level with One Above All, Living Tribunal, Eternity, Galactus, like that. So Galactus is another one.
Oh yeah, Galactus. Right?
Galactus and Eternity are of the same.
Yeah, because
creed.
that's why it's like they look like
Yeah, they're
Celestials.
Galactus.
Yeah, that's what I thought it
so
was.
that's-
Yeah. So
Yeah, this
this is not.
this
isn't
isn't
good.
it. It isn't a hit. It's terrible. It's I'm telling you guys right now, you will be disappointed. This
Some of them
film-
won't. Some of them are really mad that we're dogging on this movie. I know how this shit works. These Marvel fanboys,
No.
y'all
But
trash.
I think it's okay because of Rotten Tomato is going down. If that crap is low, it's good to talk about it. So
That's weird, bro.
Yeah, it's
That's weird.
crazy. But Rotten
But let me,
Tomato, bro. Like,
no, but the fans, there's still going to be fans in the comment section saying that we don't know what we're talking about. We're just hating on a good movie. And let me say to you, you trash, bro. You like bad movies. Call up, talk to me. Wednesday, 5 o'clock. See me.
I'll be there.
This movie's garbage, bro. And you garbage for liking garbage shit like this. That's where I'm
be
at
there.
with the shit. It really is. It's people like y'all that suck these type of movies off is the sole reason why these movies are even able to come out.
Facts.
Y'all are paying the ticket price. I do this for YouTube. I got to give a review. Y'all pay the ticket price to see this shit and get mad when people don't like it because you suck it off. You trash. Go in the corner somewhere. You freaking anyway, final thoughts on this motherfucker, bro? Like
D-. I'm sticking to my guns. D- for a fact. This movie have no type of rewatchable value.
Oh, heck no.
So
I'll never watch
so
this
I
again.
would not be
I will
revisiting
never.
this movie at all. Thor is the worst, and he will always remain the worst character within the MCU. He permanently deserves that position because of Taika Waititi
I agree, X.
is
He's worse than the Hulk. He's worse than the Hulk.
he's worse.
Yeah.
He's worse.
This movie is trash. Little laughs here and there, and the whole first scene for me was the best scene for me. Period. That's why I'm still sticking with my D+. That's the only reason why it doesn't have an F, because I did giggle a little bit, and the chairs kept me up, and that first scene. Other than that, this movie is trash.
Crispy.
I would give it an F minus, but I'll give it an F because of the 4DX.
You can't do it. Don't do that. Take that out of the grade. We can't let that the way we saw the movie affect the grade. Because I had a good time
That's
because of that 40X.
You're right.
So we don't give the benefit of that to Thor.
Don't give that to me.
Yeah, it's not the
Because
right
he
thing to
didn't
do.
invent it.
I'll
not
give it
the
I'll give it an F.
F.
Without that, yeah.
I stick to my F plus because of Jane Foster, the couple of moments there. But this movie has no redeeming qualities besides what I just mentioned. And I will never watch this again.
Hardly.
I have no desire. I don't want to. You don't need to. The fact that eternity is in this movie is disrespectful as shit. Like, what are you doing, Feige, with Phase 5? What does Phase 5 even look like? This movie is dog shit. It is probably the worst movie of the MCU. I really have to... I think I might... Oh my god, I don't want to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp again. I don't know. I'll put this down there with Ant-Man and the Wasp. Captain Marvel is definitely better than this. Because at least you had some Nick Fury in there. You got some ties to the Avengers. It was a little bit more grounded. And she was trying to be a hero, even though it was woke and bullshit and bad. Jude Law was something. I mean, this is nothing. Even Christian Bale, this was an L for you. You should not have took this role. It doesn't save you. Gore the God Butcher is not a good villain. I believe this movie's so bad that Gore the God Butcher's slight mediocrity makes it look better than it is. Because everything around him is so trash. He's like the one thing that people are like, oh, he's great. He ain't. Because if Hela was in this movie, she would look even better. If Hela was in this as the villain, she would look even better. Freak this movie with a big cock. F plus. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for the real content, because that's what we do. We the JustUs League, we out.
Thor, boo.
Deuces. Subscribe to the channel. That doesn't give a freak what you think. I'm gonna keep it 100 at all times. Thor, you are officially the worst character in the MCU.
Boo.
Taika Waititi, you trash.